So I got a lot of comments on my last video, right? About what can they do to pass the ASVAB. I think you guys are kind of complicating it. Like, let's get to it, okay? If you guys are gonna go take your ASVAB, and I'm speaking to you, the person who's gonna go take it, okay, on the other end. If you're gonna go take your ASVAB, think to yourself, am I ready? Do I know my multiplication tables? Do I know how to answer the mathematical questions they're asking me? Do I know how, did I brush up on my word knowledge? You guys think because you guys pick up an ASVAB for dummy, that means you're a dummy. And that means that a book applied to you. I personally did not use a book. I cannot study with books. Books can probably help you guys, but it didn't help me. So I'm making this video to show you guys what I did to help me pass. Now, I use 2 tutors. I use Mr. Andy ASVAB, which you can find him on Facebook. Type Mr. Andy ASVAB. You can find him. I also use Mr. Furlando. Amazing. Mr. Furlando, right? When I first took my ASVAB, I just thought, you know, it's high school stuff. I'm going to go there. I'm going to pass it. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be in the Army. Okay. No, I went there. You guys, I went there. I failed that test so bad. Okay. Yes. Okay. Like, I failed it terribly. Okay. But that didn't stop me because apparently I'm in the Army, right? It didn't stop me. Okay. Just because you fail doesn't mean you give up. You keep going. Okay. So I failed the ASVAB. A little embarrassing because, you know, you're in the car ride and everyone's in the back, you know, everyone's in the front, you know, talking like, oh my God, I made this, I made that. And this is me. Like, I ain't passed. It's okay though. Second time, I think you have to take it in like 30 days, right? Wait your 30 days. If you felt so bad, don't go take the test in 30 days because your recruiter says, hey, you're good to take the test. You failed it, you know, 30 days ago. You're good to go. No, tell him, hey, sir, recruiter, sergeant, whatever. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to take. That is your career. I'm not ready to take it. Okay. So what I did, I skipped the 30 days and stuff. I took it the second time. Now, what I did the second time, okay, this is what's going to help you pass the ASVAB. What I did the second time to pass the ASVAB to make that 78, okay? Am I what? No, I don't know. What I did the second time to make that 78, I sacrifice. Okay? I sacrifice. When I say I sacrifice, which means I didn't sacrifice a soul. When I say I sacrifice, it means like I gave up hanging out with my friends. Okay? I had to sacrifice. I gave up, yes, I'm in the Army. I gave up sacrificing, you know, hanging out with my friends. I gave up, you know, going out. Okay? I gave up being on the phone talking to them. Because at the end of the day and stuff, those people are still going to be there. If they walk out your life because you decide that you want to study, then they're not really your friends. Okay? I studied, sacrificed, you know, my time. I woke up at 4 in the morning to study. And then I had a job that I was working at assistant living home and stuff. So I would go there at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll get off of work, I'll shower, eat, right? And then I would study again. I did that for the 30 days straight, okay? In the midst of me being focused and locked in, right? I'm locked in now because I need to be in the Army. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to serve the country. Like, in the midst of me being locked in, I went to Walmart. I got me a college ruled like notebook, right? I got a tutor. I was using Furlando's ASVAB. Like I said, he is great. Okay, I was using him. He has like some videos and stuff. I would literally like watch the videos and write the questions down, and then on the scrap paper and stuff, I would just change the math, like the numbers on it. Same problem, but I would just change the math on there to see like, okay, if I'm getting the material. Okay, so, and on top of that, if you're gonna go take the ASVAB and you don't know your formulas, do not go. Okay, like, don't waste your time. Do not go. I learned all my formulas. Like, I learned every single formula. Okay, when I learned my formulas, and I'm watching a math like video online, and I'm like, oh, this is, like, I'm telling myself the formula to use for that, to be able to get, to get to the answer. Okay, so on top of me like learning the formulas, I decided to, because I was terrible in multiplication. I was terrible. I went on YouTube when I found this lady, and she was basically showing me how to set up a multiplication table on she was showing me how to set up a multiplication table on like a paper, right? So it start off with the ones, then it goes to the tens, right? And then you're just filling it in. You're filling it in. Usually, I get to the test and I'm like, fuck, what is this times this? Like, fuck. And then I'm sitting here like having to like do it on the paper, or trying to figure out like on my fingers or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm not afraid to say it, okay? I did suck at math, okay? But you only say that you suck at math when you don't know what you're doing. You only say you don't know how to do something and you suck at it when you don't know what you're doing, okay? But I'm pretty sure if you're good at math, you will like math. If you're good at reading, you will like to read. If you're good at solving words, whatever, you'll like to do it. But if you're not good at it, then you're gonna feel like you're gonna make it seem like you hate it. But that's only because you don't know how to do it. All right, so multiplication tables. I learned how to create my own multiplication charts, right? Now, yeah. So after I learned how to create my multiplication tables, right? Had that down pat. When it came time to the whole test taken, I'm sitting down. The guy's handing out the little papers, right? He's like, "Can I get an extra scrap paper?" He walked around. He sees me writing my multiplication. He's like, "Okay, she know what she's doing." Exactly. I knew what the hell I was doing this time because I didn't go there unprepared. Okay, so top of that, Quizlet for word knowledge. Quizlet has so many words that is so useful for the ASVAB that you guys don't pay attention to. If these people, these thousands of people in this world who's studying for the ASVAB, and you see a Quizlet that says ASVABs, like words, or how to pass the ASVAB vocabs, or whatever, study them. Study them. There was words that I studied on Quizlet that came on my test, and I was like, oh, barn. What the hell does that? Barn means human strength. Okay, I'm like, oh, I seen this. Click, 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 click. Like, dude, when I tell you like how fast that test was for me compared to in the beginning, I ran out of time. I'm not gonna lie, I ran out of time when I took my test the first time. The second time, I was like looking around. I'm like, I'm done. Where's my recruiter? I need him to take me home. Now, my recruiter, he did play a little joke on me, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna he told me I didn't pass, and I literally almost lost my mind, but I ended up passing. I made a 78 and stuff. But on top of that, the night before and stuff, I made scrambled eggs, and I made scrambled eggs, and I think I had smoked salmon, and like just like a tall glass of water. You know what I'm saying? A tall glass of water, and I just prayed. But I literally, from Fernando's ASVAB, I literally wrote down every math video that he did. And I just literally just changed the math on it, and just kept practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. And then it was a point where I like felt like I memorized like the steps. And then when like going back to the formulas, when I tell you guys to memorize the formulas is like your friend. Okay, learn the formulas. After I learned the formulas and I got the map down and I studied the vocab, everything else like the science and all that stuff is literally up to you. But study it. study it and apply to yourself. And when I say sacrifice, like, you have to pick to yourself, would you rather have friends, or would you rather have a career that comes with friends? So you know what I'm saying? Friends or a career that's going to come with friends. I would rather have a career that's lifetime, and I would rather have friends. But I will make a second video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.